Hi, this is CS170. I'm gonna go through a quick video to help with flowcharts and maybe give you some pointers about assignment 5. Also, just a quick mention about the exam. So I think a few people were asking me about the exam, various questions about the exams. Um, so, uh, some people ask me about, well, how do I show the work um, on a text box for programming or for the numeric conversions? Um, I think you would just basically show exactly those calculations on the text box. So if you have to do the remainders and show the division for that, then that's what you show line by line for each one, and then kind of flip it over so you can see let's say the binary number. um, so people also ask me about the exam, the sample exam. So they're working on getting the answers for those sample exams out. Hopefully it should be out by tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, if you see some stuff on that that you're not clear about what the answer should be, go ahead and send us an email, either to the TAs or to myself. So um, I am getting like a lot of different emails, so I'm trying to answer them as quickly as possible. Um, just go ahead and do that. If you need to see us, try to talk to the TAs first and schedule a WebEx. They should be on standby to uh, do a WebEx with you to cover whatever areas you're not clear on. Okay, so I know on the exam, on the assignment 5. Uh, they said to suggested using draw.io, so which I'll do. And they have a desktop version of this, but I'm just gonna play around with the online version. Okay, so you just type in the draw.io, and I would say create a new diagram, and we're just gonna do a flow chart here. Oops. New sample, and there we go. Okay, so this is not quite the same thing as what you are seeing from the flowchart lecture, but this part is, right? So you see this part where it has like the little diamond shape and the yes, no, so that's correct. But for us, uh, number one, you want to have the little oval shape, and where's the parallelogram in here? We need to have a parallelogram, and where would that be here? Oh, here we go. And we have the parallelogram. Okay, so you remember the parallelogram? That's for basically your input, your output. Um, where's the rectangle? Well, I guess this is rectangle here. Um, so, and then you have the start and end, right? So that will be like here, and your end would be here. Um, so I think there's some questions about how you handle certain situations in terms of sort of like one is like a circular thing and one is for the optional type of stuff. So let me just move all this down a little bit further. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Delete that. So I just showed this to you, but since it's not part of what I want to talk about, I'm just going to put this off to the side for a second. And I'll leave that in here. I think we can do that. That's not why. How do I move these guys here? I just have to drag all of it, I guess. Guess that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna drag this down a little bit drag it down. Okay. And then let me see if I can zoom this a bit. Okay, so this should be good. All right, so in the context of what I'm trying to show here, let's do this. So if you kind of say, ultimately the purpose would be to get this this lamp to work, right? So what happens if I did this here and the bulb, I changed the bulb, and maybe I had a bad bulb or something. I just changed the bulb, but I don't really know if the bulb working or not. So actually, we want to come back around and check this bulb again. So I'm gonna copy this. How do I grab this guy here? I'm just gonna grab this, put it here. Oops. Okay, so I kind of just made this up. It just happened, like, you know, draw.io just kind of stuck this out here. And I'm just kind of make do with what I have here. But you just imagine this, where this is the scenario where I could just not necessarily take a bulb, or actually even a brand new bulb. There could be something, a defective bulb or something, so the bulb is not working. And assuming that there is some sort of test, once you plug it in, that you can test it to say, oh, is this bulb burned out or something like that. Maybe you can see the filament is burned out or it's loose or whatever, right? So this is, I think there was someone asked me about whether you can have a circular loop or a cycle within a flowchart, and this is an example of that happening, right? So here, we did the check and said, oh man, this bulb is not good. So we tossed the bulb out and we changed the bulb. And then we come back out and we say, okay, is the bulb good now? Right? Maybe the bulb still needs to be changed because now we found out we got a defective bulb or something like that. So that's why it became yes again. And now we have to go back to the closet, grab another bulb to put it in here, right? But maybe the bulb is good. Now it lights up and whatever, and you're done, right? So actually, you know, there could be any other reasons why the bulb is not working, but for the purpose of this exercise, we're just saying once you do this, your bulb is good, and this is your end state. So you'll be finished here, let's say. Oops, I'm gonna delete this guy here. And something like this. Okay, so this is one question that people have asked me about, right? So this kind of loops around like this. Okay, and this yes is actually a little bit low here. This should actually be closer up to here because this is related to this lamp being plugged in or not. And this should be down here. Okay, so this is a circular one, right? Now the other situation would be, let's say I want to do something else, right? And let's say the question is not really the lamp doesn't work, right? Maybe I want to put in a different color bulb or something like that. So just so I can do this quickly. Maybe I want to, my goal here is to change the color, right? Change color. Something like that. Let's say, theoretically, that's what I want to try and do, okay? And remember, I just did this exercise with this rectangle like this. This is not how you're supposed to do it for the flow chart, right? Um, but let's say that's my driving question here. So I start going through this process. Now I say, uh, do you want a green bulb? Okay. If you want a green bulb, then you change the bulb to be green. Okay. And I'm going to copy this guy again. Put that there. Put that here. Drag this down a little bit. Put this up to here. And then it goes down, right? And you can imagine, let's say there was a red bulb and a black bulb or something like that. I can keep on adding all of these guys here as different options. So I can be cycling down like the different colors here. If it's a yes, then go over to here. Maybe I put in this green bulb here, and then someone came along and said, hey, do you want to put in a red bulb? And I decide, yeah, I'm going to do the red bulb. So that's how it kind of works. So let me drag this down some more. I'm going to put this here. I came down to here and I changed my mind. Maybe I decided I actually want the red bulb. Like that. Okay. So I'm just going to copy this guy. Same thing. I'm going to put this over to here. Here. Put this over to here. Okay, and then put that to here. And drag that to here. Something like this. All right, so, and yeah, I forgot to put this guy here. All right, something along these lines here. Just doing this quickly here. Like that, okay? So this is how you kind of put like different options along your flow chart here. Okay, so what I covered today was getting like the draw.io. You can refer to it, run it in your browser. You don't have to download it to your desktop. So that means you can run this on your MacBook or you can run it on your PC. Doesn't matter. You can do the cycle, right? So like I said, you try something and then comes back around, you do the test over again. So that's the idea of having like a cycle, a simple cycle at least. So you do a test, you don't like, you know, whatever the outcome is, then you go take an action against that, and then you retry the test again. So it goes around like that. Okay. If you want to do some sort of option, in this case, I want to try a green bulb, I want to try a red bulb. You try it on, and then you continue on like this. So I know some people, they might be tempted to say, oh, okay, I did the green bulb, I put in the green bulb, and then I take it all the way down to the end over here. You don't want to do that because, like I said, you want to be able to step through the options here. So it turns out maybe they got the green bulb, but now they changed their mind, they want the red bulb. Or maybe they don't want the green bulb, and then they like the red bulb. I had a blue bulb or a black bulb or whatever. I have all these different colors I can choose. You want to be able to walk through all those options. Um, in this case, right? There could be cases where once you pick one, that's it, you go all the way to the end. But I think it gives you the most flexibility if you're able to just cycle through all the options. Maybe you get the green bulb and you never change your mind. You're happy with it. but you're still going to get asked all those questions, right? It's almost like for all those health checks right now, you keep on getting asked those same questions all the way through, no matter what. So the same thing here. You're going to get asked all these options for the different color bulbs no matter what. Okay, so we're not telling you to do the change with the option and then go all the way to the end. You're going to keep on asking all of the options. Okay, so hopefully this is helpful for you. Send me a line if you have some more questions about flowcharts. If I get a chance later, I'm going to try to put together something for pseudocode also. Okay, thank you.